We're in the Bethesda booth, locked Bethesda booth here with Matt Hooper from id Software to talk about Rage. That's actually coming very soon. And you just mentioned that you're going back to finish the game in about an hour, leaving early from E3. Pretty much, I'm sure it's hard to understand for our viewers, but could you tell us what you're letting people play here at E3 this year?
A lot, probably too much. But what we thought, one of the big things with Rage is the diversity. It's all the different elements. And to appreciate that, we had to carve out 7 different sections of the game. And we just offer those sections through a menu, but people get to play it hands-on. So we thought that was a better way to experience Rage instead of just taking one little piece, because you really have to see a bunch of the different elements to appreciate it.
So just briefly, what are those 7 elements that you wanted to showcase?
So we did some things like some of the classic kind of shooter levels where you go in and you're just battling it out against different bandit clans. But we also threw in a combat race where you're going around in your vehicle that's upgraded with rockets and a little bit of armor and trying to win one of those races. Then we threw in some of the interaction with the NPCs where you get missions, you can talk to a vendor, you can buy and sell things. So it's just a collection of those elements.
So, and I'm sure when people are hearing this, they're excited. They want to find out how open-ended is it, and how linear is that experience.
There's a main storyline, that campaign, that action movie you're living through, very crafted. But we encourage exploration, and we actually try to reward the player. So we do offer you these little side missions and side quests, and we'll tease you with just putting something interesting in the world and expect you to go and explore. You don't have to. Things like the races are optional. If you want to, there's many different races and race types, and you can try to maximize. We have a trophy system and a point system to get the most out of those things. We know a lot of players will like that and they want to do it. So it's really it's a big game. There is a kind of a linear main story, but there's a lot more to do if you want as a player.
So if you, for instance, just want to do some racing, can you sort of opt to do that and go into a menu and do that, or is it you have to go to a certain place?
The racing elements are still integrated tightly into the game. We wanted to do that, but that you can go to town. There's a guy named Slim you can talk to, and he offers you all the different races. And so it functions as this kind of grand, interaction.
Oh, we got a celebrity here.
Interaction.
All right. So as you can see, Snoop's in the house today. I guess he's been trying out Rage.
He was checking out Rage. He's a big fan of ours. Yeah. He knows Blake Griffin really good. I don't know if you've seen the commercials.
All right. So that got a bit interrupted there. We're getting back to our main topic of today, which is Rage, and you have announced the multiplayer modes, and that was something of a surprise to, I think, long-time id Software fans, in what direction you wanted to go with that.
That was, and we knew it would be, but what we didn't want to do is just have, the back of the box check off the standard multiplayer modes, because that could fall flat. I mean, first and foremost, Rage is a big single-player game, and we know the fans of id Software expect a lot. But what we did was we looked at that single-player game and did some wouldn't it be cool if things. Wouldn't it be cool if I could do these same things with a buddy of mine? So we came up with this these cooperative missions where you can play with somebody on the couch next to you, split screen, or you can play with somebody across the world. And they add a little bit to the story. They're a lot of fun, so we like that. And then we looked at the vehicles. There's not a lot of games that offer online vehicle modes. We thought it was something that stands out in Rage as different, something that people will try. So we thought, let's try it. So we put it in, we liked it, and now we're offering it to the fans, and we expect them to try it, and they'll like it too. It's okay that a lot of people may want more, but we wanted to make sure what we added was a plus. We wanted to make it an additive experience to the big single-player game,
rather than just making the same deathmatch modes right. that all other games have.
Yeah, and as a company, we know how important that is, and we have a whole team that's focusing on that. But for Rage, we feel like our online components are a good, a good marriage with the single-player game.
It's been a while since we saw an id game come out, like from the internal team. How does it feel to finally sort of you're in the last stretch, and you will be able to bring it to the people for you guys personally?
Yeah, for me personally, it means a lot. It's been a long ride. It's in one way or another, we've kind of been involved with this project for about 7 years, so it's been a long time. And it always means a lot. And you wrap it up, you're kind of nervous and you don't really know. It's like, showing your baby off for the first time. But it's been a lot of fun, and now it's nice to finally put the polish on it and get it out there to the fans.
We'll let you go off to id now and finish the game. Thank you very much for your time.
Appreciate it.